Hello everyone, this is Tremor from Pwn9.com, and today I want to talk to you about my Bukkit plugin for Minecraft called PwnFilter. If you want to check it out, visit dev.bukkit.org and search for PwnFilter. When you get to the page, if you want to download the plugin, just scroll down a bit, and on the right hand side you'll see recent files. The one we have right now is 2.1.2, so we're going to click on that and it brings you up to the file page. Shows you a changelog of all the things going on in the plugin, and the actual file over here, which we will download right now and drop it into our server's plugins folder. And boom, that quick. It's a small plugin, but it does a lot. So let's go over here to our plugins folder, and we will see that it is now there, PwnFilter. Pull up our console. Actually, first let's show you that it's not on here. So we're gonna say some stuff like, "Hey bitch." You want to block that type of stuff from happening in your server, along with a bunch of other things. So what we're going to do, go to the console. I'm going to reload now that I have the PwnFilter.jar in the plugins directory. Reloading is a bad thing to do normally with a production server, but this is development, so you should normally stop your server, put new plugins in, and then restart. Let's check that PwnFilter. We're going to do version PwnFilter. There it is, shows up. We also have a bunch of plugins in here. I've got Simple Clans, which uses channel chat. I've got Essentials Chat, which is my primary chat program, and a few other things to show you that PwnFilter does indeed work with a bunch of other plugins. Now, go back to the game here. Let's make it day so I don't have any animals. Like this guy. Alright, so let's say it again. Hey, bitch. Guess what? I am op right now, so it will not get me. So let's deop Tremor 77. Okay, and hey bitch. See that? Hey meep. Replaced it. The word that we didn't want. Okay, so we're going to show you how that works now, real quick. The plugin has put the PwnFilter. Let's refresh here. PwnFilter folder right there. We have a config YML and a rules text. First, let's take a look at our config. You'll see that it's a simple config, priority lowest, and that right there is configurable by requests because of some chat plugins like iChat and others. You need to set that to highest or somewhere else in order for PwnFilter to work with those chat plugins, but by default it's at lowest so that PwnFilter will get your chat message that's being sent out first. Lowest is actually the lowest. It doesn't seem right, it seems backwards, but lowest means first. Move it to something else if you're having conflicts with another chat plugin. Also here we have some default messages for the built-in warn, kick, burn, and kills that PwnFilter have. One of the things I must note with this, you can use colors, and you must absolutely wrap this in these single quotes. If you remove those, it will break your server. Or if you put a single quote inside it, it will also break things. So do not use a single quote inside, and do not remove those on the outside. That's important. But we're going to leave our config basically at default right now. Works just fine that way. And we also have our rules text, which defines things that we want to replace or block or kick for. So you'll see here, we have the F word. There's bitch right there, replaced with meep. A whole bunch of other things that we can do here with this. One of the things people ask about right now, though, is if they're op. How can they be op but still use something like the .command fix? And I'll show you how that works right now, the .command fix. I'm going to type .help. and nothing happened. Okay, there we go. Might not have a .help set up right now, so let's try .who. There we go. See, .who, it actually aliased it to .help. What is another plugin we have, or another command? .gm. Oh, I do not have access to that command. But basically, it sees if a dot is placed first in text and replaces it with a slash for the command. So people don't typo out something like, you know, dot m for message, you know, when they don't accidentally send. That happens a lot. You can also do comma, other things. If you want to make your own aliases, you can use an exclamation point. Make command alias with exclamation point. It's pretty fun and handy to do. So let's get back to what happens if you are op. It's op tremor 77 again. And you'll see that I am able to swear again, and that my dot doesn't work now. What we need to do is add a permission negating the bypass that comes inherent to ops. So I'm going to use my group manager plugin, and you add p for permission tremor 77 negative or minus sign PwnFilter dot bypass. There. Now let's try it. There, it's that easy. Just add the permission to your op or admins who might have the star for all permissions, and if you want to still have them be checked by PwnFilter, add the negative PwnFilter.bypass. There are some other permission nodes available for PwnFilter, and let's take a look at those real quick. I have them listed here on the dev.bukkit page. Let's see. Permissions. We have PwnFilter.reload. That'll allow you to use the pf reload command. So /pf reload. Basically reloads your rules text in case you add new rules, and it will load them up without rebooting the server. We also have PwnFilter.cls. If you want to give that to your mods, let's say you've got some chat on the screen, somebody advertised a whole bunch of times or spammed something, and you need to get rid of it, you do /pfcls. It clears all the chat. Therefore, nobody sees the bad stuff that was just said. Okay. We also have the bypass that we just talked about, PwnFilter.bypass. If you want to make it so admins or moderators can bypass the rules, they won't be able to use aliases if they have bypass, just so you know. But you can give them that, and then they can swear to their heart's content, or they can post things that you have blocked. And then new recently, PwnFilter.mute. If you use /pfmute, you're not going to see what that does, but it basically initiates a global mute to anybody who does not have PwnFilter.bypass. That means you can shut up the whole server. So if people are talking about something like you don't want them to talk about, which often happens, you just mute everybody, and then you can put an announcement out and say, hey, stop talking about that. I'm going to leave you all muted for a minute. Or you can make server announcements. Do pfmute again, and it opens up the chat once more, and people can talk again. And I think that's going to do it for right now. We're going to talk about, excuse me, a little bit of a cold. So we'll talk about the rules text in the next bit I do on PwnFilter. But that's how you install it, configure it. And check out the dev.bukkit.org page. Go to the forum if you have any questions about RegEx or installing. Me or Dream Freak, my co-author, will be happy to help you out.